guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am just coming at you with a quick life update slash chatty video to kind of just update you on where I've been. I took a 2-week-ish break off. So I decided to take a small break from filming because the end of summer has arrived. Now, if you guys don't know, I do have a job outside of YouTube. I work in a daycare and preschool, so I do have a job that I have to kind of work around with filming videos. Thankfully, my job is not as demanding as a typical full-time job would be, so I still am able to carve out some time to film videos. So with the coming season of fall comes the school year, so my job was changing hours. So basically I worked all summer and we do kind of a summer camp style daycare, and because that ended the first week of September, I had to start new hours and get used to a new schedule. So I wanted a couple weeks to kind of carve out my time and figure out, okay, when am I going to have time to film videos? So that's kind of the main reason why I took a break. So now that I am used to my work schedule, I have dedicated some time to film videos again. I also took a break because I wasn't sure how to update you guys on this and break the news to you that the fall garden is probably not going to happen for a number of reasons. I have started to actually attempt a fall garden. I planted green beans, you guys saw that in my last video, but some kind of small animal has worked its way into my garden and pretty much devoured all of my green beans, which is very upsetting because they were doing really well and I just trellised them and they're nothing. They are just pretty much stems now. I also planted dill and basil in that garden bed and it just did not pop up at all. I think the same animal probably ate them. So I did not anticipate that because I did not have those issues in the spring or the summer. I maybe had them a little bit, but my plants were already well established, so nothing was eating them. We do have a lot of squirrels and chipmunks and rabbits where I live, so I assume it's one of those things that really enjoys green beans. So that was a bit discouraging, and I have realized that I just don't have the time this season to dedicate to a full fall garden. Gardening takes a lot of time and effort if you want a good garden. So the other reason I don't have the time is because we are working on a very exciting project right now that I am going to be sharing on the channel, but I have already shared over on my Instagram. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, I share a lot of stuff in my stories. I don't post as many Instagram photos, but I do share a lot in stories, like all of my thrifting finds and stuff like that before I even post them on here. And I've been sharing updates on this project, which is our garage. So a bit of backstory for this project. Me and my husband got married in October of 2019, and we had every intention to start house hunting and looking at houses and moving out on our own to purchase our own house because we currently live with my parents. That was always the plan, but then COVID-19 hit and we put that on hold. We weren't comfortable I mean, I don't even think you were allowed to look at houses during quarantine. So that kind of put a damper on our plans for a few months. But once things started to reopen, we decided we would restart the looking process. However, because of COVID-19, there are a lot of people who either can't move when they wanted to, or there are a lot of people who have to move, or they have to move and they have to get the full maximum amount of money they can for their house because they lost their job or they lost a lot of income due to COVID. So the houses that normally would have been listed in our price range are listed well above. And there is a lot of competition right now because there are not a lot of houses on the market because people are staying put. So the ones that do pop up are being scapped up sometimes before they even come onto like realtor websites, and or they're listed for like an hour and they're already sold. So that was discouraging because we did find a couple of houses that we really liked. We would call to look into them and they were already sold. So this kind of gave us a chance to step back again and reevaluate and figure out, what are we going to do? Are we going to try and find something in this crazy market? But ultimately it came down to we would end up spending more for less because our budget would not go as far as it normally does when these aren't the circumstances. So we have decided to continue staying with my parents. My parents are perfectly okay with it. We're going to continue to save money. Maybe, we are looking at probably staying here for a year to 2 years. 2 years would probably be the maximum, but we're just taking it day by day because of the way things are right now. It's just not normal circumstances, unfortunately. So the project that we are going to be working on is our garage. We have a 2-car garage and it was packed to the brim with stuff. So I have been spending we started going through it June of 2019 just to kind of go through it, to just clean it out. And originally we were just going to make it usable for my parents, and I offered my help because I love organizing and getting rid of stuff and just being more minimal. And then that kind of shifted into, well, we have this huge space. We are still living here. Why don't we transform this space into an extra living space for my husband and I, so we can have a bit more privacy, so we can kind of get out of my parents' way and make it into sort of a tiny living space. So that has been the current plan, and we've made a lot of progress so far. I've pretty much been documenting it all in my Instagram stories. So again, I will direct you towards there if you want to get caught up to where we're at. So that has been taking up a lot of my time. The ultimate goal is to put a very small kind of kitchenette out there and make that our kitchen and living space. That is kind of a life update, if you will, an update of where I've been, what I've been doing, kind of information that I don't normally share on this channel. And I don't know if you guys are interested in my personal life and all that kind of stuff, but if you aren't, that's perfectly fine. I just like to update you guys because I feel like I can't really clear my mind to work on new videos when I've got all of this stuff in my mind that you guys have no idea what's going on. That is pretty much all I've wanted to update you guys on. I also wanted to say a quick thank you because the channel is almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is really cool. So that's pretty exciting that we've almost reached 2,000 subscribers. I'm excited to keep reaching milestones with this channel. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. because it'll kind of let me know if you enjoy life updates slash chatty style videos or not. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we are so close to hitting 2,000, and I will see you guys in my next video.